Good afternoon. This is Tanisha Laverne Grant with blackinamerica.com. I am just super excited to welcome to the platform two dynamic young actresses who are elevating the acting art form one role at a time. I mean, just killing it. Muna Traore, is that how you pronounce your last name?
It's Traore.
Traore. Oh, my sincere apologies, because I'm big on making sure I am pronouncing all of our names correctly. And Lauren Lott, you ladies are just phenomenal in this series. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. I watched all 4 press episodes last night in the middle of the night, which is probably why I woke up with a sty too. And I was just like, oh my God, this series is so fascinating to watch, you guys. First of all, back to my guests really quickly. So these two fascinating young actresses are starting a brand new series on BET called The Porter. This is a must-see series because it really, really gives us another lens about just the overall African diaspora, and what was happening in the culture globally at this particular time in history, with the just laying the groundwork for the first Black Union, to say the least. So, Lauren, I want to start with you first. What resonated, with you when you learned you were going to be a part of such an amazing story? And I ask only because you're a fellow HBCU alumna like myself. You coming out of Clark, Atlanta. I graduated from Cheney University of Pennsylvania, which is the oldest HBCU, founded in 1837. So I'm always fascinated, when I'm speaking to HBCU alums, because I didn't know of this story. Were you familiar? Did they give you this at Clark?
Oh my gosh, no. And we learned a lot of history at Clark. We learned a lot of genuine Black history that I had never heard of before. But the Porters seemed to, kind of skate by. They sort of missed all of our textbooks on prominent members in history.
Wow. What about you, Muna? Am I saying Muna right? Okay. What about you? Had you heard of this story at all? Because you have quite a fascinating background as well.
No, I hadn't. I studied a lot of Black history in university, but this particular time period wasn't really something that was focused on, unfortunately. And so a lot of my education on the subject came while we were shooting the show.
That's so crazy. So, Lauren, when you were getting those first pages, what was it about your character that fascinated you most? Because she is someone, both of your characters are so relatable. They're every woman, you know what I mean? They're every woman. Like, as somebody who works in the entertainment space, I know what it's like to have these big lofty dreams, to my family around me who's just like, girl, I don't know about that,
Yeah.
And I've also been in the relationship, with the man that I am turning a blind eye to, just, you know what I mean? So it's just like, they only gave me 15 minutes and I had to, ask for that. So I got to make this good because.
Okay. I'll try to make that quick. So what I really loved about Lucy was that she not only wanted to be a star, she actually is a star, and she had so much strength, so much endurance. Oh my gosh, she went through so much, but still she was so focused on her one goal of being a star. And I feel like that drives her, because I look at her life and I'm like, I could crumble over just the relationship you have with your mom. I'm like, how do you still find all of this security and strength in yourself? But she believes in herself so much. And that was just fascinating to me, that this is a dark-skinned girl. Everybody tells her that she's second, fifth, eighth, maybe, for her complexion, her home life, her situation, she doesn't have much money. You know what I mean? She's literally a maid when she's not here. You know, when she's not a showgirl. You know, and the fact that she just still believes in herself so much, that meant so much to me. You know, in my own life, I wanted to pick that apart for myself and take it for myself as Lucy did. That always inspired me every day, and I kept that as my core as I was playing the character, to just like, no matter what's happening, I'm a star. No matter what they say, I'm a star. I'm believing in myself. And that was Lucy. And I thought that was powerful. I was like, oh, hey, Black girl.
I loved it. You know, when she picked up that damn bleaching cream, I was like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know. But I mean, at the end of the day, the fact that like, looking at myself, I would never want to be in any other complexion, but looking at her, I'm like, why wouldn't you want to be lighter toned?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you? It's a better life. Everything that you want is in a different complexion. You know, yeah. I'm like, I can't hate on her for it.
Yeah. Muna, the episode, oh my God, when your character, Marlene, you know, goes to listen to Garvey speak, and that wall comes down, you know, and you have questions, you know, what was shooting that scene like for you? You know, like, what was a moment that you could actually say, damn, I know what that's like, when you have this hero and this icon, you know, who you're kind of looking up to be the compass, and then their philosophies kind of challenge, you know, who you are to your core.
Yeah, I think like Marlene's disillusionment with Marcus Garvey and like UNIA. I mean, I think a lot of people can relate to that. Like, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard the saying, never meet your heroes.
Ooh.
I met some of my heroes and was really disappointed. And I think that it's like a great reminder of how we have to stay connected to what is meaningful for us, ourselves to other people, other ideas. You can get sort of roped into something that doesn't really reflect you. And I think that, like, you know, Marlene is a character who is so much about self-determination and connecting what is real for her and authentic for her and following that path. And I think that that's something that a lot of people can connect to, because, you know, we live in a time where, you know, on social media, everybody's an activist. Everybody wants to end climate change and be pro this and anti that or whatever. But it's like, well, what are you really saying? What do you really connect it with? What is actually real for you? And I think that that's integral to Marlene's journey. And also, like, how it changes. Her dream changes over the course of the show, as you'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how the people around her maybe respond to that, support her or don't.
I gotta tell you, I was so proud of BET for this. I was so proud of BET for this, because I'm like, okay, what is happening here? What is happening here? But they got this one right. Like, congrats to Connie Orlando. Like, this is absolutely fascinating. Before I go and wrap this up, you know, I want to give kudos to the wardrobe and makeup department, because you ladies look absolutely phenomenal. Phenomenal. Your browns were browns, the reds were reds, the undertones, everything. Just fantastic.
Jordan Oram, our DP, who did the lighting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So Lauren, did you ever come into work and just get stuck in the wardrobe department and they had to say, girl, get out of here. Like, get out of here. Get out of here.
So many videos. I have so many videos of me just twirling in a dress, and me just like sitting there. Look, you only saw a few of the outfits, okay? Because I had tried on some crazy, phenomenal things, okay? And I had a blast every time. But even the outfits that they chose, I did so many photo shoots in that daggone trailer by myself in all of my dance outfits. I was living my whole Beyonce dream.
I love it. Now, Muna, that cape, girl, is a life of its own. I'm like, I never see a nurse humanitarian like rock a cape like this. Like, what is your
Handmaid's Tale a little bit?
Yeah.
You're in Handmaid's Tale. I was like, listen. But you know, when you look at historical photos from
What's the correct term?
Black Cross nurse.
Okay, yeah. You guys, again, to my audience, I love you tremendously. I wish I had time with these amazing ladies. You have got to watch The Porter. You have got to watch The Porter.
Please.
You will not be disappointed. Congratulations to BET. Congratulations to you both. Thank you so much for joining me today. Next time, I'll be on camera. And to my audience at Black in America, tune in. Thank you so much for watching. Tanisha Grant. Bye, ladies.